Statements in this presentation that refer to future plans or expectations are forward-looking statements. These statements are based on current expectations and involve many risks and uncertainties that could cause actual results to differ materially from those expressed or implied in such statements. For more information on the factors that could cause actual results to differ materially, see our most recent earnings release and SEC filings at www.intc.com. Please welcome Michelle Johnston Holthaus.
Good afternoon, everyone, and welcome to the Intel Client Open House. I am so excited to be here with all of you today. It's been a while since Intel's been on the stage at CES, and I have to say it feels really good to be back. And CES is a time for all of us across the industry to come together, to learn, to connect, and engage with what's new, but more importantly, what's next. And for the year ahead, I see really three key priorities for Intel and our ecosystem partners. First, we're reimagining how we deliver key experiences that will benefit end users, including the introduction that we'll talk about today of some new form factors. Second, we are investing in driving forward the age of the AI PC, starting with the launch of Intel Core Ultra last month. And third, we are locking arms with the operating systems, the ISVs, and IHV partners to deliver PC innovation across both hardware and software. During our time today, we'll talk about each of these priorities in a lot more detail. And the thread that ties all of this together is, of course, the PC. We at Intel continue to see the PC remain as essential as ever. With expected market growth and refresh opportunities, we are kicking off 2024 with a bang. And just today, we rounded out our full lineup of Intel Core 14th generation processors across both our mobile and our desktop segments. This was really led by the new mobile launch of our flagship Core i9-HX product, which delivers the best experience for enthusiast gamers and creators. With 14th generation, we continue to extend our product offerings for those performance-hungry segments. But now, let's transition to the era of AI compute, and the main reason that we're all here today. AI is everywhere. It is fundamentally transforming, reshaping, and reimagining the PC experience. And the age of the AI PC is powered by Intel technology. Just last month, we launched Intel Core Ultra, the industry's first AI PC platform at scale. Core Ultra places Intel in a leadership position in 4 of the most important metrics of a modern processor. First, it is our most efficient, power-efficient client processor ever. With this family, we've radically changed and transformed energy efficiency. When compared to competition, we're up to 79% better. In fact, all of you, all of us, watched an estimated 30 billion hours of Netflix from our PCs just last year. So if you stream all those hours in 2024 on an Intel Core Ultra laptop instead of a previous generation, we can power the electricity for 1,600 US homes. That's quite remarkable. The new built-in Arc GPU delivers gaming and graphics performance up to 2 times as fast as our previous generation. And third, our new CPU core, built on Intel 4 process node, delivers great performance with improved efficiency that is up to 11% better than the competition. And finally, we introduced our first ever integrated NPU, or neural processing unit. And the NPU is an engine specifically for running AI workloads at that low power, things like video conferencing and office assistance. Power, performance, graphics, and AI, and we have it all. And we're proud of this chip and what the team has done to bring Core Ultra to market. But we're also incredibly grateful to our partners, many of whom are in the room today or online, for helping us bring Core Ultra to life. In summary, Core Ultra will usher us into the age of the AI PC by enabling new AI-powered capabilities in more than 100 million systems by 2025. Now, I'd like to show you a few of these systems coming to market. The performance of Core Ultra is allowing Intel and our partners to explore new form factors and new opportunities. So one great example that I have here is the new MSI Claw that is powered by Intel Core Ultra. It's the first handheld device which we worked in very close collaboration with MSI to bring to life. And this is obviously a form factor that demands nothing less than excellence in performance per watt, and Core Ultra's power efficiency and graphics performance is the perfect match. And I know I have 2 boys at home that are hoping this goes home in my backpack. On top of that, Core Ultra is also enabling thin, sleek, and beautiful designs like the new Intel Galaxy Samsung Book 4. Look at this beauty. All right, so this device has Dolby Atmos, an amazing AMOLED X2 screen, and incredible battery life improvements. In fact, this machine has 40% better battery life than the previous generation Galaxy Book 3. That's collaboration between Intel and Samsung. It's absolutely gorgeous. All right, so we're also extending this family to all of the platforms that you would expect, Intel Evo and Intel vPro. Intel Evo with Core Ultra will deliver the best overall laptop experience. Through deep co-engineering and verification, Intel Evo sets the bar for PC quality, performance, and reliability. You know you're getting the best of the best. And we're also bringing AI capabilities to our commercial offerings, and we're going to share a lot more about that in the next coming weeks. All right, so to my right and to my left, you will see just a sliver of the newest Core Ultra systems that are coming to market this year. This year, you can expect more than 750 designs across both Intel Core and Intel Core Ultra families from our top global OEM partners like Acer, ASUS, Dell, HP, LG, MSI, Microsoft Surface, Samsung, and so many more. Many of these devices are already available online, or you can buy them at your favorite retail store, which is really important because we're giving people choice and flexibility for their everyday gaming, creating, and productivity needs. One size does not fit all. And for those of you who are here today, after we wrap this up, you can join us in the tech showcase to my right, and you'll be able to see and engage all of these in person. The response to Intel Core Ultra and Intel Core has been very exciting, both for me and for the thousands of people across Intel who work to bring this product to market. AI is a big, big part of that, and it's so important to really understand the why. So we see AI as a generational shift in how computers and processors are designed. The motivation for us is very clear. AI has the potential to impact every aspect of our lives, from healthcare to productivity to the environment and so much more. We're all in on the AI that benefits humanity, AI for good. And Intel wants to lead the ecosystem in the industry in this enablement, working with hundreds of hardware and software vendors to deliver an unmatched selection of AI experiences. And there won't be just one killer app out there. You need a variety. You need choice, because AI needs to be personalized to each of your individual needs. But AI is more than background blur or noise suppression for your barking dog or your loud leaf blower. Generative AI is going to transform the PC, enabling richer, more contextual experiences. And AI PCs will be your complete personal assistant, optimizing everything from productivity to your calendar, to your email, whatever is important to you. And that adds up to saving millions and millions of hours. So imagine, what are you going to do with that extra time in your day? Ultimately, the arrival of the AI PC represents an inflection point in the PC industry for all of us. In fact, Canalys forecasts that 19% of PCs shipped in 2024 will be AI capable. 19% this year. This signals that AI PC, it's not just a category. This is a transition. AI truly will be everywhere. It will be a personal computer with AI capabilities spread across the CPU, the GPU, and the NPU, all specifically designed to process workloads directly on your device. And we at Intel are delivering the hardware roadmap and the software tools, starting with Intel Core Ultra and our NPU, to really bring these experiences to life at scale. But I believe that the true power of AI comes in seeing it in action. We can talk about it all day long. So please help me in welcoming Jim Johnson to the stage to talk more about the work that Intel specifically is doing with our IHV and ISV partners to bring AI everywhere. Welcome, Jim.
If I had to use 2 words to describe our partners and the hardware and software companies in our ecosystem, it would be ambitious and committed to bring drastically new experiences to the PC, harnessing the power of Core Ultra. Last month, we launched an AI acceleration program to bring the tools, frameworks, and resources to help us accelerate these experiences. Let us hear from a few of our companies that we're working with.
For us, integrating with AI is more than just about adding features. It's about revolutionizing the editing experience.
We've been so impressed by Intel's innovation and leadership in this space. Their support has enabled us to push the boundaries of AI together.
At Zoom, we're excited to see Intel integrate neural processing units into their chipsets, providing a power-efficient AI accelerator to offload video and audio AI workloads.
I've met with dozens of these companies, and I would say this reflects their attitude and their commitment. Now let's shift to a deep, deep partner of ours, Microsoft. And together, we're going to show some first-ever demonstrations of Copilot running on Core Ultra. And the way my colleagues at Microsoft explain Copilot is their goal is this becomes our everyday AI companion for work and life. So let's show how this could happen. Last week, Microsoft ushered in a hardware key for Copilot for Windows machines. We have our first 2 Core Ultras with this key, and you can literally hit the Copilot key and launch the interface. And so as I move to this machine, you'll see the interface active, and I just gave it an assignment to draw a skyline of Las Vegas with an artistic flair. And it is now harnessing the power of cloud-based Gen AI to accomplish this assignment. As that's calculating, another important aspect of Copilot as your companion is you can control your personal computer. You can grab that screenshot to attach it to a mail by asking it to do it for you. You can mute your system so you can take that call. You can ask it to go to dark mode, if any of you have hunted for those settings, or you could create a focus session where you won't be interrupted and you're not clicking through are dropping down settings menus to accomplish this. It's also for developers. So I've asked it to do an objective to create some code for me and gave it that assignment. It is now accessing Gen AI. It's telling me how it's going to create that code and starts running the string for my first iteration. So in summary, Microsoft's bringing Copilot to Windows, and with Microsoft, we're bringing Copilot with Windows 11 to Core Ultra. Thanks, guys. Let's shift gears. We use, or most of us use, the PC as our primary communications device, or one of them. But some have been left behind. And so a company with an Intel Omnibridge has been developing technology so the deaf can communicate with someone like me without the use of an interpreter. So I'm going to invite Adam Munder into the conversation. He's the co-founder and general manager, and his team has created technology to enable this. Let's show it in action. Hello, Adam. How are you? I'm doing really well, thank you. Intel Omnibridge software is an example of how we're working together to make it easier for people like us to communicate day to day. I couldn't agree more. Now we're having a conversation with Core Ultra Systems, your AI software, without an interpreter. I believe you are running this on this Core Ultra laptop, correct? Okay, so what we just demonstrated is Adam's team has taken sign language and turned it into an American Sign Language model of gloss. And then they developed in the cloud, they ran it through a large language model so it could be turned into English so we could have this conversation. Cloud and now done locally. I hope this provides just a glimpse of the drastically new ways we can use our machine and unlock all of our potential. Back to you, Michelle.
Oh, here, I'll give you this one. I don't know about you, but I think that's pretty cool. And it's very exciting to see the positive impact that AI can have on people's lives. But I think what's so important is Intel can't do this without our vast set of ecosystem partners. So next, I would like to invite and welcome Pat Moorhead to the stage to chat about the role the ecosystem is going to play in moving forward this movement of AI PC. So please join me in welcoming Pat to the stage. Pat, welcome. Happy New Year.
Good to see you.
Thank you for joining us.
Great to be here.
Yeah, we're thrilled to have you. Okay, so we all know that this week the buzzword is AI. But what makes me so excited about AI PC is it takes it from this abstract idea to something that's tangible that hundreds of millions of people are going to have at their fingertips in their hands with their PCs.
Yeah, that's right. And I wholeheartedly agree. And I do believe this is going to kick off a new super cycle in PCs, like we saw with the internet, like we saw with things like Wi-Fi, moving to mobility, and even getting into lower profile notebooks. But it's on a continuum. Here's the great part. Is there's going to be value today, and I think about every 6 months, we're going to see an incredible amount of innovation coming out at really at light speed.
Yeah, and we need that technology innovation to move that software ecosystem to show them that more and more is coming. So what you're going to be able to do on an AI PC in 2024 versus 2026 is going to be so radically different, but you got to deliver the hardware now to get that innovation flywheel started.
Well, and there's benefit too today for the end user.
100%.
And,
Absolutely.
and I'm convinced of it. I'm one of the bigger skeptics of this out there. As quite frankly, as an industry analyst, we need to watch what we call. And I am calling a super cycle that's going to be in the second half of this year, first half of 2025.
Yeah, and I think what allows that is you have to have this open, vibrant ecosystem of partners that are willing to really, at times, raise all boats to really make this super cycle happen. And Intel is 100% committed to making that happen.
That's right. And all the water rises, all boats rise, and each of the partners have their individual differentiators, and then everything works out like that. So
100%. With that, I would love to welcome some of my friends in the industry to talk more about this age of the AI PC. So if you'll join me in welcoming Pavan, Luca, Alex, and Sam. Come on up. All right. Welcome, Pavan. Thank you.
thank you.
Welcome. Thank you, Alex. Hi, Sam. All right. Well, it's not very often that you get to see all of these people on stage together, is it? But I think it's a pretty good representation of what we all think of the AI PC and the opportunity that it represents and how we're all going to have to come together to really move this opportunity forward.
Yeah, I mean, it's funny, I work individually with all of you, but it's very rare that I see all of you in the same place, in the same stage, and that, quite frankly, is a proof point that you're all in on this.
Do you want to take a selfie?
Yeah, we got to take a selfie.
We'll do that at the
Selfie
end.
research, exactly. So folks, this is going to be really simple here. 2 questions each. It's going to be a walk in the park. But I did want to start out, so all of you on the stage represent about 60% of the PC market volumes here. And I'm curious, what are you most excited about in the AI PC market? And maybe with this one, I'll start with Luca.
All right. So welcome, everyone, and good afternoon. Maybe I'll introduce myself. My name is Luca Rossi. I run IDG at Lenovo. IDG stands for Intelligent Devices Group. So it comprises all of PC, desktop, notebooks, tablets, all the way to our Motorola branded smartphones. So our vision was and is smarter technology for all, and now we have extended to AI for all. So the mission is to bring this technology to everyone. And as the #1 PC maker in the world, we think, Michelle, you are right, 2024 is definitely an inflection point for the PC industry. And we believe it will change forever the PC industry in the coming quarters and in the coming years. If you think about when the users was buying a new machine, in the past, it was always about, I'm getting a faster machine, more memory, more storage, bigger screen, more beautiful design, and all these things are staying. But now the change is that AI PC will bring something completely new. It will bring personalized computing. So through what we call local foundation model or even personal foundation model, you will be able to have the machine, the PC, know as much as you know, if not more, about you and your usage model and what you are going to do next. AI PC will enable the user to run local large language model on device, so without the need to be connected to the internet. That will bring low latency, obviously will bring privacy, security, a lot of things that will be very appreciated by the end user. Productivity, I think productivity will be, in my opinion, the first killer app. And I want to thank here Intel and Microsoft. You are leading to build the ecosystem to have a lot of ISV, and obviously Copilot is on the driving seat, but there are even more to create this, to use this new function on the PC to deliver a lot of value for the end user. So at Lenovo, we are getting ready with the broadest AI PC portfolio, hopefully in the world, and that is not only about CES. You are right, Pat, that this will also be a story for the coming quarters and next year. So we are very excited about that. Maybe a last point is the business implication. We are confident that this will trigger an acceleration of the replacement cycle, an expansion,
100%.
I would say a moderate expansion of the TAM in units, but also in value, as these machines will have richer features, will require richer features, so will overall benefit the entire PC industry. That's my point of view. Thank you.
Yeah, the consistency of smarter is there for sure. I'm glad we agree on the super cycle.
Yeah.
That's great. Alex, what are your thoughts?
Yeah, we think we're very excited about this. First, customer wins.
Yeah.
When the customer wins, hallelujah, it's great news. Because this thing that we call the PC will be so much more than what they've had in previous generations. Because it's going to be, as Luca said, far more personal, far more productive, and we also believe in it being far more protected, privacy and security. So it will be so much more. In fact, we call it a PC. I think this is more than a PC revolution. This will be a computing revolution. Because these things that we look at and say, oh, that's a PC, they're ripe and ready to dramatically change. We think of it as a human compute interface revolution because AI allows you to interact fundamentally differently. So that's why we're very excited for customers. We're very excited for the industry. Innovation is just alive. All of us and our teams, I'm sure, I'll tell you the HP teams, they're saying this is the best time to be working because there's so much that we're going to invent and create together.
Right.
And then from an industry side, yes, more value, more innovation will drive growth. And we say it's a 1999. We're going to party like it's 1999.
Exactly.
Love it. I'm
I am a
excited,
Prince
right?
fan, but because it's innovation, it's a decade of growth and imagination. We love that. We love that. And so we think customer wins, innovation grows, and everything will come with that.
Well, and the great part is the personalization can be on the device, right? And data that people wouldn't naturally feel comfortable necessarily moving outside of the device. And I think that's going to be a key part. Sam, Dell has a huge footprint in specific markets. What are your thoughts? What are you most excited about?
Well, I think Alex and Luca captured really well the opportunity you were talking about, Michelle, earlier. It's truly an inflection point that we're at in the industry. So you think about what you were saying, Alex, the PC that you've known before, it's going to be radically different in the future. And we're really excited about the opportunity for innovation. I would say, you know, as Jim was up here, I have never seen the software ecosystem around the PC also so excited about being able to take, you know, NPU capability on a broad set of PCs and innovate around software. So we see a really great future capability. We see, I'm sure all of us, the companies we talk to, the people who are investing in technology are the spaces that are winning. The users at those companies are going to want to have PCs with AI capabilities sitting at their hands. And I think, Alex, you talked about there's 1.5 billion, more than 1.5 billion PCs in use around the world. So the PC is the productivity tool of the world. AI is a great reason for people to refresh and capture some of that. You know, we all have love and enthusiasm for the PC, but I think you put AI with that, and the average person walking down the street is going to stop everyone in this room and give them a big hug because they're going to love their PC with AI built.
Woo!
Love it.
Someone wants a hug.
No,
you know,
Sam.
what's interesting, I was going to tell you, I'm bringing my son to see us. And in previous years, this is his first time, he said, oh, I wanted to see the drones. I wanted to see the cars. In fact, a few years ago, he wanted to see some of the electronic toilets and everything. This year, you know what he wants to see? He wants to see the PC.
Yes.
There we go.
So, yeah.
That's awesome.
It does feel very different, and 1999 is I think a good analogy. But no, but Sam, it absolutely feels different to me. Very similar again back to internet, multimedia, mobility, thinner mobility, Wi-Fi, and things like that. So, Pavan, we're not ignoring you down there.
No,
we're going to get to you here. No, Pavan. How do you see AI and Microsoft Copilot enabling these new experiences? I know we saw the demo up here.
Yes.
What can you add to that?
First of all, I just want to say thank you, Michelle, for having us and getting the panel together. Super exciting, great energy here at CES, and certainly feeling it. Like you said, Pat, for us, Copilot certainly anchors our thinking. As we start the year, as we think about 2024, from a Windows standpoint, we see AI woven deeply into the fabric of the product itself. Whether it's the UX layer and OS system components or silicon and hardware, we think it is an entire system for us coming together. For us, the Copilot is the marquee experience, and we see that truly transforming what the PC experience can be like. Just last week, in fact, we announced the Copilot hardware key, and I have received tremendous amount of positive energy on it. It is kind of exciting, honestly. It's great to see the kind of the initial rollout, and all that just makes it that much easier to be able to use AI on your computer. For us, with the early days of Copilot right now, we're seeing great signals for what the transformation for a PC can be like. With the Microsoft 365 Copilot, for instance, I think over 70% of customers are talking about enhanced productivity, better quality of work. Once they turn it on, they don't want to go back to a world without an agent. It's kind of exciting that way. And for me, I think this is just the beginning.
Right.
As we start shipping more AI-enhanced capabilities and PCs through the course of 2024 and beyond, I think we're going to be unlocking a lot more. Like you mentioned, what Jim just showed is us using a Copilot to interact with OS system components. Think about that extending itself along the entire UX layer. We talked about enhancements for productivity. I think you're right, Luca, that's kind of where it's going to start. We can imagine a world where apps like Clipchamp are using AI for videos. You're using Paint for creating new images. I think the runway is just about to start, and it's on its way in an exciting fashion. For us, we want Windows and our PCs to be the destination for the best AI experiences. And for us, that really means we have to rethink how we build the operating system to take advantage of cloud capabilities and local capabilities. And for me, the other huge component of this is to be able to have silicon that can power these experiences, accelerate them on the edge. And quite frankly, that's why we were super excited, Michelle, to work with your team and seeing the NPUs in Meteor Lake and have them scale, I think is a critical component for us long term. And then, quite frankly, together with Intel, together with you, Luca, Alex, Sam, the Surface team, of course, bringing that OS and hardware piece together, for me, is a differentiated capability for us to be able to lock a new set of experiences that power both the local capabilities and the cloud capabilities. I was going to talk about the local stuff, but you hit it already, Lucas. I won't have to repeat it. But there's really some magical things you can do when you put the two of them together, I think. And so for us, we see a world in Windows where the future, I think, truly allows AI to work across apps, services, across devices. It's an agent in your life at the end of the day. It has context across workflows. I think it's great for consumers. I think it's really interesting for enterprises. It's tremendous for developers, once again. I think Jim's seeing the same signals for the work he's doing, both on native applications and on web frameworks. So all in all, super excited about 2024. I think shaping up to being an amazing year for us.
Yeah, Pavan, thank you so much for the words. I'm really excited about the deeper integration. So hopefully everybody listened to what Pavan said here and read between the lines. But no, listen, this is also a celebration of some awesome new designs here. And I like to think of the world, it's one thing to put these together, but also to paint a world of black and white experiences, meaning the PCs over here can do this, the older PCs can't. The newer PCs, let's brag a little bit. Sam, what do you have next to you, your AI PC device, and what can it do that previous generations couldn't?
That's beautiful.
Hey, so I've got a great-looking XPS system, and I'm sure all of us on the stage here are super proud of the work that we do. I know our engineers and technologists love the partnership, Michelle, with you and working across the whole industry to really deliver some amazing devices. So we announced a new XPS family, so a 13, 14, 16-inch. I have the 14-inch version here sitting on my lap. It is a really exciting design for us. We pioneered a whole bunch of great features on this design. So you can see the edge-to-edge display. It's like 3.2K OLED on PCs, which some other people not in the PC space don't quite have those OLED screens there. They're amazing to go see. It's got a touch function row that's really nice. It has a seamless glass trackpad. And it's got we call it a zero lattice keyboard, so it has really big keys, and it just looks really good. So we put that together with Intel Core Ultra CPUs. So you think about now having a system with a CPU, a GPU, an NPU. So as we were talking about, you can run the workloads that you want in the right space. You can do things, AI workloads really power efficiently. I think Jim hit on some of the applications out there, whether you think about photo editing faster, better battery life, you think about things you can do on collaboration apps that many of us live by every single day in the hybrid world that we're working in. Things like background blur, things like eye gaze correction, so you can look your best. Being able to do that on this PC that has an NPU versus all our prior generation PCs that didn't is really impressive. But I'd say, Pat, the thing to me that is most exciting. So you put kind of these PCs and devices together, and we'll see enhancements in productivity apps, but we're also seeing that in companies working to take their proprietary data and put that into AI models that are going to run on the devices all of us talked about and do great things for those businesses. So it's exciting to see what Pavan talked about around productivity apps and Microsoft, but it's going to be even more powerful as companies take that, and you're going to see workflows and experiences in companies much improved, and people are going to be able to run those workloads on a PC and deliver better experiences to their customers. So that's what we're about, some great new products. There's the excitement that you saw across this group. We're excited about the stuff we have, and the systems can do stuff that all our old stuff couldn't do with the new CPUs and the neural processors.
All of it. Alex, where's your baby? Let's see your baby.
My baby, okay. I only had 4 babies, no more. That's an aside. But this is the latest HP Spectre that we're announcing this week. But I did put my babies here. That's my family. And I thought it's a good reflection of the fact that these devices, unlike before, are designed to be really personal to you. Not just wallpapers, but increasingly, they will be able to customize and adapt to how you work and what you do on the device. And that's more than just a little bit faster, a little bit more, like we talked about before. That means a fundamental shift that these go from a computing device to a companion to you. And that's such a powerful beginning of a trajectory change for this industry. So this begins that because using Intel Ultra Core, we will start supporting the new applications that will leverage generative AI models locally. You'll do things that you couldn't do before. Secondly, this will adapt to you and how you work so that in terms of security and privacy, it will enable security features based on where you are. My best analogy, I love to host my extended family in my house for Christmas, which I did. However, I can't stand it when they keep the lights on in the house everywhere, so I always go around and turn it off after them. This is like having someone in my house always turning off lights when you don't need them, actively based on if someone's in there or not. And why is that important? It's because these are all about using devices all day long. So the more it adapts to how you work, also where you work and what you're doing, it becomes more personalized, it adapts to you, it becomes infinitely more valuable for you as a device. And then the last thing we love about this is we take AI and we optimize how the whole system runs, just like Sam talked as well. You're going to get a far more productive device. So it's the beginning of the babies.
No, I love this. Okay, Luca, what do you got? Show us, show everybody here.
So looks like I'm the last promoter of the day. That's good. So this is our latest device. So here at CS, we are announcing a number of AI PCs in commercial with ThinkPad, in SMB with ThinkBook, and Yoga is for creators, and Legion is for gamers. We have a number of announcements. But if you ask me, my favorite one will be Yoga Pro 9i. This is our flagship, most powerful consumer device powered by Intel Core Ultra. I think it's a wonderful device, and it stands out from my point of view for a number of reasons. Sustainability, we have a lot of work in sustainability at Lenovo. This is a device that has been certified by TÜV for carbon neutrality. I call it the beauty and the beast. The CPU I've talked about already, 3.2K 16-inch display, all packed in this 2-kilo 16-inch device with 80-watt battery life for full-day battery life. Now, what are the real differentiation that we are bringing into this device? A Lenovo AI core chip. This is a chip created by Lenovo that manage the workload between CPU and GPU, learns from the user kind of mode, and optimize the work balance. Then we have invented a software that we called Lenovo Creator Zone. This is a text to image and even sketch to image generative AI software that runs without being in the cloud. So you can put your machine in airplane mode and you are still able to generate images with generative AI. Obviously, it's optimized for Copilot. We are featuring the Copilot key.
Love it.
So I would say it's the perfect machine. It's my time to sell it to all of you. It's the perfect machine, and I cannot wait that all of you have in your hands. Thank you.
It's great. You can all hand your machines to me at the end. So.
I was going to say, I think I should have brought a second backpack.
No, I know.
So we can take them home. They're absolutely gorgeous. All right. Well, I think we can all collectively agree that AI PC is here. But to deliver that to millions of users over the next 2 years, it takes all of us. Everyone you see here on the stage and all of our ISV partners, and we're just starting. And hopefully you see the excitement of the ecosystem, and this is going to propel all the energy and inertia we need moving forward to really get this going. So, Pavan, Luca, Alex, Sam, thank you so much for joining us today.
Thank you.
Thank you for having us.
Thank you, Pat.
Thank you, everyone.
Awesome. Thank you. Thanks, Alex. All right. So with the momentum and the innovation that we're driving with our ecosystem, hopefully you can pretty much see our partners are pretty dang incredible. And we've talked a lot about what we're delivering and what you can get today, but maybe we should just take a few minutes to talk about and look ahead and talk about what we're going to be bringing to you in the second half of this year. And we're in the deep final stages of 2 new incredible processors. First, we're going to be extending Intel Core Ultra architecture to high-performance gaming systems with our upcoming Arrow Lake product. It's the first desktop gaming CPU with an AI accelerator, and it will benefit from all the AI goodness that we've talked about today. And for the notebook market, we're making great progress on our next generation notebook processor, codenamed Lunar Lake. And so you can see that in more than just a code name. Here is the Lunar Lake chip. It's beautiful. I'm very excited to talk about this today. Lunar Lake is built on a radically new low-power architecture, and the design, we have very big goals for this product. You are going to see significant IPC improvements in the CPU core, and more than 3 times more AI performance on both the GPU and the NPU. Our execution on this product has been excellent, and I'm pleased to say that we're already shipping systems to partners. It's up and running, it's doing very well, and Lunar Lake is truly the next level AI performance for thin and light PCs. So let me do a quick recap of the last 50 minutes. Intel Core 14th generation processors are launching today for high-performance gaming notebooks. They're here, you can go and get one. Together with our partners, Core Ultra is ramping now in the market. We have already shipped millions of units in the last few weeks, and we're delivering on the promise of AI PC. With Intel, AI just works. And we're on track and executing a very aggressive product roadmap, not only for 2024, but beyond. With that, thank you for joining us here at CES. I encourage you to check out our tech showcase after this is done to see those incredible AI PCs yourself and get some hands-on experience and see the demos. I hope you had a great time here in Las Vegas, and cheers to an exciting 2024, the year of the AI PC. Thank you.